So these are the third ruins. I'm picking up something really big near you, to your right. It's probably a giant reaver bot, but I've never... Was that a reaver bot? What happened? Why did it run off like that? Maybe there's something over there. You should go take a look, MegaMan.
So, hello there everybody, and welcome back to MegaMan Legends 2, Part 18. Roll gets interrupted a lot in this ruins. It's not on purpose. She just starts talking directly before you get to doors. It's not really something I can help sometimes, where I'm literally at the door pressing the open button and then like a dialogue box happens. I am cutting this ruins into 2 parts because it is decently long. It was about a 45-minute recording, and then I cut out a little bit of stuff because I'm getting turned around due to that big room with, I think it has 4 or 5 exits. And yes, you kind of have to just go around and around.
Maybe the power's been cut off. There's probably a power control panel somewhere. You'll just have to find it.
And that is one of the things of these ruins. There's, I want to say, like 5 power control panels that I need to find throughout the entire thing. I believe some of them are behind doors that you can't open until you get through other doors. And you'll notice that we have those enemies from the very, very beginning of the game back. Those super tough ones that start out as, they kind of just look like trash cans, and then they grow the head and the arms when you hit them once. They aren't too much of a threat now, but my god, when you start the game fighting those, they have tons of HP. I kind of don't think they expected me to have max attack here, which I only needed, I think, 2 parts to achieve. So, like, there are certain things where I think I kill it in like 2 hits, and I feel like it shouldn't be that fast. And this is just, it is great. There are so many of them. They move just about as fast as you do. But I think it's one-shotting them with the homing missiles. I have not upgraded them anymore than I had for a while, so I think the next upgrade is still like 500k. I have not done more Zenny farming. From this point on, I think I'm pretty good on money. I think my weapons are sufficient for the most part. I might have to add some range to the homing missiles, because I think you can do that 2 more times. Just because of certain fights. But that'll come up later. So these ruins revolve around a very huge reaver bot. That one there. And I was not expecting him to do that, honestly. He just kind of headbutts his way through that wall. But being that, you know, I've played a bunch of games, I saw that and I was like, huh, like Dark Souls? He's just kind of walking back and forth, and you can see him through that gate. I'm kind of done with these shield guys. I'm not gonna take any crap from them. I'm just gonna blow away their shield and then kill them. Surprisingly, I don't think there was any walls at all that required the drill arm. If the ones that I passed by that are somewhat wide require the drill arm, they don't particularly look like it to me. They kind of just look like bigger doors. Also, already data is here, because this is where you're probably gonna die if you try to do anything. That is not a small Reaver bot.
That's the giant Reaver bot I spotted on my scope before. It's different from the other Reaver bots we've encountered. I have a bad feeling about this, Mega Man.
So
I'm reading hot temperatures. Is there lava around there?
I would think that would be something that she could figure out.
Why, you should be all right.
And that is why I'm wearing the weird, like, reddish asbestos shoes. But I shot it a few times and noticed that
There's something
it wasn't
funny
taking any
about that
damage.
door.
So that
I
was
think we
why
should
I
take
just
a
moved
look at
on.
it.
So that one requires that I access some security systems. From that Reaverbot room, there are like 4 or 5 different ways you can go. Even though it's a 4-cornered room, there's a couple of sides that have 2 doors. So I missed those the first time around. I want to say I'm about to get the map data, which is when I'm going to notice that there was one on the other side. I see this, and I'm not really sure what I'm doing here.
Can you see a control panel, Mega Man? There should be one around there somewhere.
I'm pretty sure I see it on the other side, but it's on the other side. And I'm like, I don't like what I tried to shoot it and that didn't do anything. So I don't know if I'm supposed to hit it with something specific. Again, I didn't look at any guides before replaying the game. It has been quite a while. So if I knew how to open that door, I no longer do. Or if I knew how to get rid of the flames, so that I could get to those items, that is no longer a thing I remember. And I started killing a bunch of these, hoping that, like, if I killed a certain number of them, they would stop popping up. But I think there's just an infinite number of them that pop up out of this lava and continue to do this. So it's best to just move on, not worry about these guys. That's kind of the issue with a lot of spots in here, is that every time I go by them, there's new enemies there, which isn't always the case in the ruins. So for the most part, if you don't have to destroy them to get by, you just probably shouldn't. It's a waste of time. It's a good chance it'll be a waste of HP.
It released somewhere. Do you know which door might have opened?
I am not sure which one would have opened. But like those worms, I don't care. I also don't really like worm enemies in games. I think they're just kind of gross. If you destroy those, they turn into this thing directly in front of me. They're like cocoons, and they turn into those weird, I don't know, the face humpers from the Aliens movie. But there's a few places where, I mean, the thing is that every time you hit one of those security systems, the layout of the enemies changes. So I actually found some enemies that haven't been normal enemies, and God, I hate these things. When you get grabbed by these things, you're just mashing buttons as fast as possible in an attempt to, like, wiggle your way out. They only seem to happen when you're going one way, and I thought it would only happen the one time, but no, the next time I go that way, it happens again, and I end up using my energy canteen at some point at least, to restore my HP, because those don't do a small amount of damage when they grab you. Yeah, I was like, I thought this happened already, why is this already happening again? And they really need to give you a way to destroy these, because this is just stupid. Look at how much HP that just took, just because I wasn't wiggling fast enough. And I think I hit like 3 or 4 more of those now that I'm heading backwards. There is an obscene amount of those in here. And it seems kind of unfair to me, because how am I supposed to know those are there? And I can't, as far as I'm aware, I can't get rid of them. So it's just kind of remember that it's there and jump over it or stick to a corner, because they don't typically appear in the corners. They're usually in the middle of the hallway. And yeah, because I don't have to kill them, I'm just gonna keep going. Jump over all the lava. Need to access some more security systems. That
Even though
one
the
was B.
door opened, I'm still getting the same reading. I guess it's not open all the way. There are probably 2 locks, and the second one is open by another control panel. Look for the other control panel.
So I think they expect me to find the 2 security locks before the door that I found. But because I just ran straight by them and went straight instead of looking to my left or right when I went through that door, I found the locked door first. Because it's like, oh, there was a lock that you just got. But it looks like there's 2. And yeah, I already found that out when I went up to the door and it said that I needed to do 2 security locks. So we're going to see this guy a lot here. Yeah, I opened up my map and I'm like, oh, there was another one on that side. I have not been over there yet. And there's some loot I see with the yellow dots. That is another good thing about getting the item data. That room has 3 chests in it, but only 2 of them have loot. So when I go in there, I'm just like, huh, that one's a mimic, huh? More of these shield guys. I really wish that they just wouldn't. I have my homing missiles, but you know, just give me something new. Yeah, you gave me all these guys, but you're still giving me those shield guys that I have to blow away the shield, or else they just sit there. And I have my, is it the flame barrier chip or whatever, and my asbestos shoes, which is why I can walk on the lava without staying on fire. I'm just mashing my buttons as hard as I can. I'm not getting me out of here. Stop it. That's my HP. So yeah, you can see, because I have the item data, which of these is real and which one is fake. I got $15,000 and some notes on how to build something. I'm trying to open it like slightly from the side in case it was one of the trapped ones. But it just spit out money, which was really weird. Wasn't what I was expecting. And of course, I shot it because it was a mimic. So at this point, I'm starting to get somewhat paranoid about those things that grab me from the ground. And you'll see that there are points where I'm literally just hugging a wall as I'm running through a hallway. And there's a particular way that those things that I just destroyed act that I missed that is used for something later. But it's fine because I figure it out the moment that that thing starts happening. Open up this next security system so that both B and
Looks
C
like
are
that did it.
unlocked.
Do you know which door is unlocked?
I do know which door is unlocked, but I'm slightly turned around. I'm gonna end up going the wrong way for the end of this video, and then I'm gonna come back at the start of the next part, going the right way. Because it's mostly just I should have opened up my map, and I think it would have just told me basically which way I needed to go. But I ended up going to a door that I hadn't gone to yet, that I had forgotten was there, but is the only one in this entire ruins that needs a key. So I don't have that key yet. I was like, the door was over here, wasn't it? But it's the one on the other side. I don't know why I thought it was in the hallway I came in. But I'm leaving these in here because these hallways were mostly empty when I came in, if you recall. And they are not anymore. I still really dislike both of these types of enemies. The shield guys and the guys who float at you and just explode and deal a ton of damage. I feel like the exploding ones have slightly too much range on their explosion, and of course the shield guys, you always have to have something to blow away their shield, or you have to do the glitched shooting strat that I've been doing on them. They're basically the only thing I do it on consistently, because I don't want to deal with them. Just hitting them like once or twice and then having them put up their shield and then having to wait for them to put their shield away so I can hit them once or twice again. And then you have to stop shooting so that they put their shield away and try to shoot you. I freaking hate them. Then I'm running back to the very beginning. At this point, for some reason, I thought that door that required the security access was earlier in the dungeon. I had forgotten that it was directly after that giant Reaver bot. But I end up finding a door I didn't know about. Or at least I had forgotten about this door from not having played the game in forever. I went in the first door, I think, that appears on my right. Yeah, on my right. And did not walk forward enough to see this one. So it's kind of funny that, like, if I didn't see that door, would Roll still have the cutscene where when I get the key, she tells me the only door you haven't opened is the one on the first floor? Like, what if I didn't actually see that door? How do you know that door is there? I guess you could see my map data or something. But because of how long this one is, I'm going to cut this part off right about here, and I'll be starting off again as I'm heading back to the door that I have opened with the security systems. Hope to see you guys next time.